She's known as the Kitten Lady, and he is the cat photographer. Together they have millions of followers. Hannah Shaw and her husband, Andrew Martilla, have made cats their lives' work. They rescue and rehabilitate kittens and help educate the public about cat care.
Their new book is Cats of the World. They travel to 30 countries to share hundreds of cat photos and stories. Hannah and Andrew are with us now. Good morning.
Morning. Thank you for having us.
What is this crazy passion for cats, you crazy kids?
Well, gosh, I mean, we run an organization called Orphan Kitten Club. We both do a lot of work with cats, and we started kind of traveling the world under the pretense of taking a break from our cat work and ended up just finding more cats. It turns out that every community on Earth has wonderful people helping cats in it. So that's kind of how this project was born.
So we're looking at some pictures that you took here. Talk about some of the more interesting stories. I mean, do you just go to different countries and spot someone with a cat and then you take pictures of them, or how does it come about?
We do a lot of planning before our trips. So there is like a global community of people who work with cats and are concerned with cat welfare, cat rescuers, interesting even cat celebrities around the world.
Yeah.
So we connected with people and tried to pre-plan some of our trips, but we also always try to leave room for organic connection. You know, once you're in a space and you meet people who are maybe not even connected to the internet, the sweet lady, at the top of the hill who's been taking care of the cats in her neighborhood for the last 50 years. Like we have those stories in there too. So kind of a blend of finding people through that global rescue network and also just meeting people organically in the moment.
Andrew, be honest, was this just a way for you to meet Hannah?
Well, Hannah's my wife.
I know, but
yeah.
I mean, were you really on board with the cats, or you just kind of wanted her?
No, 100%. I don't know if you can see, but I have a big cat tattoo on my forearm.
There you go.
I've been taking photos of cats for many years before I met Hannah, so this was just a match made in heaven.
Talk about some of these interesting stories. You met someone two blind cats in Oman.
Yeah, so we profiled dozens of cats around the world in this book, and one of them is Moe and her sister Shandon. They live in Muscat in Oman, and they're both beautiful, like fully blind, no eye, Persian white cats, and you would have no idea that they're blind. Their mother takes great care of them. Their adopter has like a full setup for blind cats in her house, and it was really interesting to talk with her about the ways that they navigate the world. There they are, so beautiful. Yeah. And so we love telling these kind of unique stories of compassion around the world and how people are navigating their cats' lives. And Moe and Shandon are certainly two of my favorites that we met. They're just beautiful cats.
Andrew, is there something we should be doing differently in the United States when it comes to cats and stray cats and so on?
Yeah, I think what we found around the world is there's such an emphasis on the community taking care of the cats and less of an emphasis on institutionalization. So we have a lot of shelters in the United States. That's not always the best outcome for cats. And so we found in locations that don't have all the same resources that we have, there are a lot of people stepping up on sort of like a grassroots level to make sure that the outcomes for cats are better.
Well, it's beautiful. The pictures are beautiful and some great stories in there. Hannah and Andrew, we appreciate you joining us. And if you want to meet or see Hannah and Andrew at Anderson's Bookshop in Naperville, you can tomorrow night at 7. You can check out their websites and social media, which has a bunch of great videos and pictures as well. Thank you both for joining us.
Thanks so much for having us.
Appreciate it.